What is up, you guys? How are things? Welcome to 2025. Recording this live. Just wanted to chat with y'all, tell you more about what we're gonna do this year on the channel. And it's been a minute since I did a live, so we're gonna do that right now. I need a chair. Grab a handbell here. There we go. Something to lean on. Okay, well, we've had quite the year so far. We kind of started posting regularly on this channel in April-May timeframe. It's been a lot of fun. We've done quite a few different projects, a bunch of different videos, lots of shorts. I did that because I was just testing to see what would work, but this year I'm definitely focused on long form videos, longer content, mainly because that's what I want to do. I feel like that gives us the way to share our story better, allows us to be, have some more creative freedom and just have a lot more fun. So we're going to do a lot of long form videos this year. Quite a few, actually. So that's what I wanted to make this video about. If you're watching this not live, essentially I'm going to go through what I have planned for this year. Just some different video ideas that are popping up in my head, plans for projects and different things like that. And then I want to answer questions. I want to chat with y'all and get an idea of where you're at and what you want to see. So we got nobody on right now. Oh, we got one person on right now. Hey, whoever's on, if you don't mind telling me if you can hear me, make sure the audio is good. I'm using the microphones so that it will sound somewhat okay, but want to make sure it sounds good. So if you don't mind throwing that in the chat, that'd be great. And so we're going to jump right in, start chatting through. It is a very snowy day here in Utah. We got about, about 4 inches, 5 inches. So I'm just here in the barn and figured I'd chat with y'all. So Mr. Ruthless, sounds clear and good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Essentially, it was a snowy day and I figured why not come out here, chat with y'all. Mr. Ruthless, tell us where you're from. Would love to hear from it. Have you ever seen Mountain Life Ranch before, or is this first time? I just figured it's a snowy day, snowy morning. Might as well come out here in the barn and chat with y'all. So, from West Virginia, my guy. Love it. Never been to West Virginia, but I hear it's pretty. Lots of mountains, right? Barn tour. Yeah, we might go ahead and do that here in a minute. This barn has been up for quite some time, so but yeah, this year is gonna bring a lot. So some things to talk through. No snow here in the valley, just rain in Provo. Really? I got 4 inches at my house. So that surprises me, but thank you, James. Appreciate it. So talking about Mountain Life Ranch, we did a couple build videos this year. We built some gates. We had some fun. We did some golfing up on the ranch, some extreme golfing. We went overnight camping with the dirt bikes. Bunch of fun stuff. But this year, I want to focus on some different builds. So it's been my dream up on our ranch to build some sort of structure, whether it be a hunting cabin or a wall tent platform with that sort of thing. And I've always wondered where to do it at. I've always wondered what site, what area of the ranch, because we kind of have, rolling hills, we have a couple valleys, we have, not very many open areas, but, there's quite a few acres, so I'm trying to figure out where to put it. And this November, I was hiking. I was actually hunting turkey for the fall turkey hunt, and I stumbled across this area that was really wet. And in November, it hadn't really snowed, it hadn't really rained. It was just like fall. Trees were bare. And I figured, okay, look, like this is probably the driest time of year. Um, and I found a spring, like a natural spring, just bubbling water up out of the ground. And I've been dying to find a spring because I figured of all the, all the areas of the ranch, there's got to be something, some sort of, spring somewhere that we can then, cap up, have it flow water, and be able to, turn it into a developed spring. And so finding this was huge. And then I looked right across the creek, and there's like this perfect little area where we could fit a cabin or a semi-permanent wall tent or something like that. And so that is my new dream, and that's going to be something we're going to tackle this year. River, hey there. Thanks for tuning in, all the people that are new and just jumping on here. Appreciate you. And so that was kind of my goal. I'm like, you know what, this would be so perfect to have a wall tent here, and then we can be right next to this spring that would just make it, the coolest little spot. Dam up the creek a little bit, build it up so there'd be some sort of, water feature there, and I'm just super stoked for it. So that's coming. This, hey, Meowingtons, love the name. Appreciate you. If Meowingtons, not sure if you're a cat lover, but there's a couple cats here in the barn, so if you stick around, you might see one run across the hay bales behind me. Don't know where they came from, but they keep the mice away, so I can't complain on that. This barn used to be full of mice, and now we're, the cats are kind of taking care of that. I'm here in Utah, so we're in northern Utah. The ranch has been in the family for 120 years, long time. And so that's, I'm just trying to make a channel where we can do cool stuff and hopefully share it with everybody. So, yeah, if you guys want to follow along and see these projects, the builds, the pond build, which I'll talk about in a second, all that sort of thing, hit that subscribe if you don't mind. It's free. It doesn't harm you anything. I promise we're going to put out some good content. I hate to ask for it, but if you don't mind, we'd love to have you. So we're getting close to 3,300 subscribers, something like that. We're within like 10 or 12, so would love to get there. So getting back into that, thank you, Meowingtons, love it. Yeah, hopefully there's a cat that shows its face here. There was one in that little window, well, right there, about 5 minutes ago, so it might pop its head back up. Yeah, so talking a little bit more about this, cabin area. I've always wanted to kind of build a hunting camp so that we have a place to go when we're up in the mountains. Right now, we kind of just throw a tent out or hike in a good distance. But I think it'd be nice to have something we can go chill at, go hang out, set up a hunting camp, and then in the mornings go chase some turkey or whatever, so we can, have a good morning like that. So. To talk a little bit more about what we're doing other than that, we have another area of the ranch where the creek kind of runs through this meadow, real pretty. We call it Fifth Crossing. We did a couple videos on it this year. But there is an area where we can build a pond. So there's kind of been this natural pool slough area that's always been kind of full of water, and I'm suspicious that there might be a spring in there too. But I think it'd be sweet to kind of excavate it out, make it a little bit bigger. It's about 8 feet deep, and it's kind of a natural like water collection point. And so if we just, dig it out, make it a little bit bigger, I think we could have the coolest pond with a little dock and things like that. Cleats RC, what is up? One of the OGs of the live streams and OGs of the channel. Appreciate you jumping on. You are the man. Yeah, Cleats RC's been probably on every live stream I've ever done. So he was here for probably the first one that we did right here in the barn where I was shooting my bow. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff we're planning for this year. Also, if you guys haven't seen the most recent video I just posted, we did a big gate build. We had a bunch of people come and trespassing up on the land. Causing havoc, and so it would be awesome if y'all could go check that out. It's a good video. It's my longest video yet. I'm trying to figure out, see what people like. see if that's kind of a length that people are feeling. But yeah, it's exciting. We've shot a bunch of other ones too. I'm editing a few right now, so trying to get to a good schedule of every 2 weeks, and then hopefully once spring comes around and I can be out more, we're going to be weekly. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. Vito Gray, thank you. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, so to keep going, if you're not watching this live, if you're watching this after the fact, yeah, feel free. Would love it if you guys could hit a like and subscribe. That would be huge. Trying to get to that 3,300 and beyond. So thanks to whoever's jumping on. We got looks like one person here watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for staying. So what's coming for this year after the spring build and maybe putting up a tent out in the woods? I want to do a couple videos on our pond build, like I was saying. So something where we can do, put fish in, have a dry dock that we can cook food on, whatever. Essentially, oh, James, you're the man. Want to essentially make something where we have the coolest kind of hangout spot. Would love to get it to the point where we can bring people up, subscribers, come hang out on the ranch, come, experience the life, and check out what we got going on up here. I'd love to put some trout in the pond. That's like, thanks, Cleats, you're all good, brother. Would love to put trout in the pond, have something where we could go fish in between projects, whatever it may be. Essentially just have a place to go, that's kind of central and has something that's pretty cool. So good luck, Cleats RC. Go check those traps. Hopefully you got something. Love it. Another big thing we're gonna do this year is do they have a dude ranch in the area as a side business? It's possible that we're gonna get to that point. So we have some hunting depredation tags that we get every year. And so if we get to the point where channel gets big enough, we have enough interest, love to invite people out to come hunt on the ranch. As far as dude ranch stuff goes, we don't necessarily have enough horses or things like that to do, like the typical horseback riding or whatever. That's one of the reasons why I want to build these different, wall tents and different things so that we can invite people, have people come and, hang out on the ranch for a weekend with us, shoot guns, go hunt if you can, spend time up in the mountains. It's the perfect place. We're close enough-ish to an airport, so bringing people out here from, Salt Lake would be awesome. Have people come up and spend time in the mountains with us for a week or so. Or, maybe not even a week, just a weekend would be kind of my dream for sure. When it comes to, I think I mentioned this, but we're going to build out a gun range, a 1,000-yard gun range this year. So we've picked a spot. We're planning on putting, a little shooting platform and then putting targets out to, 1,000 yards, 500, 700, 1,000, that sort of thing. And that's kind of something that we've been looking forward to a long time. To have something that's good distance, right? I'm not saying I can hit a target at 1,000 yards confidently yet, but that's the goal. To have a place where we can bring people, we can go shoot, both pistol, rifle, long range, all that sort of thing. So, if you guys have any ideas of things that you would like to see on the channel, you'd like to see us build, you'd like to see us do, I'd throw it in the chat. Would love to hear it. To kind of give you a vibe to those that are new of what we do here. First off, this ranch has been in our family for over 100 years. It's here in the mountains of Utah, and essentially we are a work hard, play harder kind of family. So my dad, my uncle, some of my buddies, we take on some ambitious projects, digging holes, building fence, building ponds, stuff like that. A lot of it's double purpose, not only for our own enjoyment, but also to keep game around or, keep the, maintain roadways and things like that or protect our land. But also on the play hard side of things, we like to have fun. So actually today, the reason I'm in camo, I am, not like it's very green outside. It's not going to make much difference. But the reason I'm in camo, we're going to go hunt coyotes later if the skies decide to stop dumping snow. But yeah, keeping the predator count down. You know, we have quite a few different species of game. You know, deer, elk, coyotes, you know, that sort of thing, turkey. But these coyotes have become a problem. We have so many that our deer population is super low. Only in like the last couple weeks have we been seeing actual numbers of deer on our trail cam. So, you know, like I said, we work hard, we play harder, we're doing stuff like that, you know, on the weekends after our jobs are done, we go have fun. So, one of the things we did, it was a pretty fun video. Me and my buddies, we took the dirt bikes out and went to a remote camping area, set up hammocks, and did a camping video. That was a lot of fun. So just stuff like that, you know, where we work hard and play harder in theory. So those of you who are new, I'm not sure, James, if you're still here, would love hit that subscribe button, that like button, just to know that this is something you guys want to see. So I hate to ask for it, but it's free for you, and it helps out the channel to help us make bigger, more fun videos. I can't talk right now. It's Saturday morning and it's cold outside. So other than that, I think, you know, with the pond build, that's going to be a pretty serious one. It's probably going to take several weeks. With the gun range, that one's not too bad. Building the platform and setting up some targets won't be too bad, but in the future it'll just get better and better. And then with our spring development and wall tent build, that'll be a lot of fun. But in between there, we'll do videos of, you know, some hunting here and there. You know, turkey in the spring is going to be a lot of fun. You know, some more we coyote hunt pretty much all year long just to keep the numbers down, because we want to keep the predators down, right? Would you do content of controlling the predator? Of course, James. I have a video shot right now. You know, most of the process of coyote hunting, we just haven't actually killed one yet. We've killed some in the past, just not on film. But I'm actually hoping today, after we finish this live stream, if I can call one in and pick one off. I had one just the ridge I'm looking at just up here over the hill. We have a trail cam, and there was a coyote yesterday at 10 o'clock. So I'm hoping he comes back around the same time. Once we wrap up this video, I'll throw the call out and go sit in a tree and see if I can get him to come show us himself. But yeah, definitely. I was talking to my dad. My dad grew up on this ranch, and he said when he was younger, he would leave the house, hike up the hill behind the house, and by the time he hit the top of the hill, he would have seen 40, 50 deer. Just, you know, they were everywhere. It was like, you know, incredible hunting conditions for deer. And this last spring, when I was hunting turkey, I was up all, you know, 2-3 days in a row, hiking all day long. And I think I saw 2 or 3 deer the whole day. So kind of sad to see. Obviously, Utah had a big winter kill a couple years back when we had that crazy snow. That, you know, deer couldn't get the food, so they ended up dying right next to, you know, the roadway because it came down and couldn't find any food. But also, I think we have a good amount of coyotes on the property. We have probably 10 trail cams out right now, and I guarantee there's a coyote on the trail cam every morning. So, hey, James, thanks, man. Good, yeah. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you jumping on. Thanks for the good conversation. So, love it. And then, you know, a couple other things we're planning on here would be, I'm thinking about doing a weekly update. You guys tell me. Thinking about doing a weekly update of all the trail cam photos we've gotten throughout the week, all the deer, all the elk, all the turkey, whatever. Probably just in a short form video. I think that'd be kind of fun. Do a weekly or, you know, bi-weekly check-in. So I don't know. I think that'd be fun. A couple other things that we got in the horizon on the future. We've had a couple issues with some, you know, people coming on our land and doing some different things. I don't want to get too far into it, but yeah, we're gonna have to repair some things, if you know what I mean. And I think there's gonna be some good video content about that. It's kind of unfortunate that you have people coming on your land and moving dirt that is not theirs and without your permission. So we're going to see how that all shakes out, but I'll definitely probably do a video once that kind of all gets figured out. You know, might be some legal things going on with that. So, yeah, definitely kind of a bummer to see that when you just show up to the property and somebody's done something without your permission on your land. So, yeah, there'll definitely be some videos on that. So, if you're interested in seeing that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe. Hey, Kyler, appreciate you, brother. Thanks for the sub. You guys are the best. I'm excited about this year. It's literally going to be nuts. So those are kind of all the work stuff that I want to do, but here's like the fun stuff that, the different crazy stunts and videos. So I have a good buddy that is the master of, I'm hoping he's not on the live stream right now because I don't want to give it away, but he's the master of pranks. And so we got a couple of good prank videos figured out for him. Might involve paintballs, might involve, some different things like that. But we have, a lot of stuff planned when it comes to having a good time. Now that there's snow finally up here, I really want to strap some skis to the bottom of a couch and frickin' ride it down a hill. I think that'd be incredible. A lot of good fun. I've always, we have our Jeeps, right? Jeeps is how we get around our ranch for the most part. A lot of tight trails, and so we can't really get a full-size truck. And there's a lot of hills to climb and rocks and whatnot. So we do a lot of the work with our Jeeps, but that also means, we want to go have fun in the snow, do some snow wheeling. We have a good long stretch of road where it would be a lot of fun to, start doing timed, quote unquote races, like the old Top Gear style where they had a leaderboard of everyone that made it up around the track fastest. I'd love to kind of start that sort of leaderboard up here on the ranch where we have people bring their machines up and figure out how quick they can make it up the road. I think that'd be fun. I don't know. I'm a gearhead. I'm a car guy, and so I think that'd be a lot of fun. Here's a little insight to you 6 people that are on right now, but phase 2 of the channel is going to be a second channel where we do truck builds and a lot more car focused things. So we'll have Mountain Life Ranch and Mountain Life Motorsports, where we'll do a bunch of cool stuff when it comes to building cool trucks and that sort of thing. So that is another one of my big dreams that I wanna do on this, on the YouTube. So cool. Well, I kind of gone through what we're gonna do here on the ranch for the next year. I want to hear some things from you. So you in the chat, everybody, throw out some ideas. Tell me where you're from. I'd love to just talk with you guys. I've been talking at you, and I want to talk with you. So go ahead, throw some things in the chat so we can talk. Tell me where you're from. What do you like to do on the weekends? What's your Saturday full of? Yeah, go ahead. That's good water. Kyler Smith, you still on? Where are you from? Hopefully he's typing. Don't see anything yet. I don't know if our Meowington's person's still on. Not sure if you've seen a cat or not, but there should be some cats probably running around here in this barn. So Kyler from Texas, very cool. What part of Texas? I used to live in McAllen. I lived in McAllen for a summer, but that's pretty much all of Texas I know. So what part are you from? And I wish I live in Texas. Colt, yep. Colt leader, that's funny. Okay, you're just from Texas, from some part of Texas. Mashaka, Indiana, just east of Notre Dame University. Very cool, very cool. What do you like to do on the weekends? What keeps you busy? What are you up to? What do you spend your fun money on? What do you go out and do? I'd love to hear this sort of thing. Love to understand what your guys' hobbies are, what you like to watch on YouTube. I'm a big YouTube watcher, so I like any sort of car video, hunting, all that sort of thing. And so I like to hear what everybody else watches. So that's pretty cool. I'm Connecticut, just started hunting. Very cool. What do you hunt out there in Connecticut? Is it whitetail, bear, turkey? What is it? Awesome. Notre Dame, east of Notre Dame University. Not super familiar with Indiana, but is there hill country out there? Like, there's some wooded areas? Love to know. Houston, Texas. Never actually been. My sister actually lived there for a couple years, so that's cool to hear. I hear it's a great place. Texas is awesome. Yeah, lots of cool hunting in Texas, that's for sure. hunting from helicopters is kind of like the most American thing you'd ever imagine. Bear is illegal. Okay, I figured that. I hunt deer trying to stack the freezer, of course. That's what we're all after, right? I've had an elk tag for the last 3 years and haven't had much luck, so that's kind of a bummer. But hopefully this year. There's 1 month left in my season, so for cow elk. So we'll see what we can make happen. If you're new to the stream, we're just chatting. Go ahead, throw where you're from. Give me a like if this is what you like to see. If you like this barn, if you like the hay bale I'm sitting on, go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see more of Mountain Life Ranch. Cool. We're all after stacking the freezer. There, Colt Leader. That's hilarious. I love that. I love that name. Yeah, I'm watching the hillside to see if I can see that coyote start to come down, because we're gonna head over there and after this live's done and see if I can take out a coyote. Georgia, Paulding, Georgia, very cool. Oh, they're doing avalanche control. Looks like I just heard a big boom. I don't know if you guys heard that, but they're doing avi control. We got a bunch of snow today. At my house, there's about 4 inches when I woke up, which is crazy because it was like 50 degrees yesterday. So I don't know what's going on. Hunt, fish as much outdoor time as possible. I'm with you. Waiting on safe ice currently. Rich, that is sweet. Here, I'm trying to remember where you're from, Rich. I think you said. Okay, Indiana. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know there was, necessarily high enough elevation to get iced over lakes out there. That's on me. I'm sorry. I'm from the West. Spent a lot of my time out here, so sorry for the not knowing. But yeah, I'm with you. Can't wait to go ice fishing. Can't wait. Did a lot last year. It's a heck of a good time. You pull up, you walk out on the ice, you throw up your tent, drill some holes. It's a good time. I love me some ice fishing. So very cool. I love to hear you guys like to spend your time outdoors. That's pretty much what I daydream about every day. Unfortunately, my day job isn't quite conducive to that. I'm somewhat inside all day long, and it drives me nuts. I can't wait for the weekend to get out and carry a gun around the mountains for a couple hours and that sort of thing. So, or go dig some holes or use our machines to go move some dirt. That's my favorite thing. So cool. Rattlesnake from Paulding, Georgia. What do you like to do? You an outdoors guy? What's going on? I'd love to hear it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all are interested in this, but I think would love if you guys stuck around and followed the channel, because I think in the next couple months, next year or so, we're gonna start doing some things where we have people come out, spend some time in the mountains with us, and have kind of a good time out here in the mountains of Utah. So like I said, would love it if we got to the point where the channel was big enough where we could afford to fly people out, have people come hunt our property, and that just sounds like a dream to me. It'd be so much fun. So, or just come shoot on the shooting range, or come stay at the hunting camp and hike around, all that sort of thing. It'd be a good time. So, thanks guys. If you're just tuning in, we're just chatting, talking about outdoor stuff. It's a snowy day. We got a bunch of snow here in Utah, and so we're just talking and having a good time. So, okay, Rattlesnake. I like to go hunting out west for mule deer. So do I. Also go hunting for whitetail and black bears. Very cool. So black bears in Georgia. Is it in Georgia you hunt black bears? We had our first black bear on the trail cam this year. Not saying they haven't been here before. It's just the first time we've caught one on a trail cam. That was pretty cool. We're not like high enough elevation where it's normal to see bears in Utah. Utah doesn't really have a massive bear population, at least where I live, up in the Wasatch Mountains, but they're definitely here. I'm just saying it's not like, it's not like we're in Yellowstone, but it was very cool to see some black bear down low, which is really cool. I'm not sure if we can get a black bear tag. We might be able to, but we haven't seen him since. He came in like August, September. It's funny. It was the same day that me and my buddies were all up camping in our dirt bike camp video. And the trail cam was about half mile from where we were camping that night, and that bear showed up on that trail cam. So it got a little nerve-wracking. I get a text from my dad in the morning from the trail cam. He's like, "Hey, Watch out for this black bear. So that's kind of fun. Cult Leader, yeah. If you want in, man, go ahead, subscribe. Stick around. We'll do some fun stuff. You'll like it, I promise. I like to go hunting and fishing. Well, you're in the right place, that's for sure. Deer season here is really quite crazy with the number of whitetails. Legally, I could have harvested 1 buck and 5 doe. No way. Lots of corn and soybeans providing. That is nuts. Yeah, that's definitely different from out here. First off, you can't bait in Utah, which is, a bummer for me. It'd be really nice if you could make things a little bit easier. But, yeah, whitetail are a little bit different. I know hunting whitetails, kind of a different game than muleys, but we've had. I'll post a video here soon, a trail cam update, like I was talking about. I'll show you some of the muleys we've had. Actually, literally just up this hill from me right here. So like the barn's here, and then it's a hill. At the top of the hill, we have a trail cam, and we actually had 2, probably 3-year-old bucks, fighting. Right in front of the trail cam. It is the coolest video, and so obviously, like, we're too late for the season, for mule deer. It ended in October, I believe, but man, very cool, very cool. Huge racks, we all love huge racks, if you know what I mean. That's for sure. I like going hunting and fishing. Kyler, I think you said that before, but I love it. What do you hunt? There's a lot to hunt out here. Turkey are a lot of fun. I'm not sure if you guys have ever had turkey. Throw in the chat if you ever had wild turkey. It's a mixed bag. When I talk to people, they say wild turkey's gross, and then some people say it's the supreme, or what do you call it? The ideal turkey, the superior turkey. So I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's delicious. You smoke. I got a smoker. Throw it on the smoker for a couple hours till it gets to temp, and you go ahead and brine that thing and wrap it in bacon. It can't taste any better. So if you guys want to see a catch and cook, go ahead, like and subscribe. Then I'll know that you guys want to see a catch and cook, or throw it in the chat. Say yes, please. I shouldn't say catch and cook. I guess it is catch and cook, but turkey season's not far. Well, I guess we're still in turkey season for the fall for depredation, but in the spring we'll have, we can actually do some videos of us calling them in and stuff like that, and that'll be fun. So if you want to see a turkey catch and cook, go ahead and let me know. Whitetail. Kyler, whitetail. I've never hunted whitetail. We don't have any here in the West, obviously, but they look fun. I mean, it looks like a great time. I've also never sat in a tree stand. So I'd like to experience that at one point. There's not very many trees that are close enough to game trails or game area where I'd be confident in setting, because you can't bait. We can't put out a food plot or corn, or a feeder or anything. So there's not really any places where I'd feel confident enough to set up a tree stand. But we do ground blinds quite a bit, and that's sort of the same thing. So I don't know. I think we might try some tree stand hunts this next year. I think that'd be fun. I hear there's some guys here in Utah that figure out elk patterns, and then they throw a tree stand in the tree, which is super unorthodox for Utah. But I hear they kill a bunch of big elk, so we might have to try it. What caliber do you use? So for my big game, we're talking deer and elk, I have a 30-06, tried and true. It's been around for over 100 years, and that thing just works, right? I know it pretty well. I shoot it a lot. When it comes to predator hunting, it's my 223. I have an AR, shoots 223. I want to do a coyote build, like an actual predator hunting build, where you get a nice AR upper, gets a nice bipod to go on the front of it and do something, real nice. But I don't know if y'all have heard about it, but the new 22 Creedmoor looks pretty nuts. As far as like a caliber, it looks like quite the round. So I've been looking at that quite a bit. I think it'd be a lot of fun to play around with that, especially when we got a long range. We're gonna put in a long range, distance range, so 1,000-yard range this year. And I think having something that's really flat shooting and really just a laser beam, I think it'd be fun to build a rifle like that. I live in Alabama, but was born in Texas because I am at my grandma's house. Cool, very cool. A lot of friends that are from Alabama. Very cool place. Because she's in bad health. Got it. So you live with grandma. Very cool. Very cool. I wish her the best. Everyone on the stream, hope you guys had a great Christmas and New Year. I'm excited for 2025. I don't know about y'all, but I think this year's going to be a heck of a good time, especially with all the stuff we got planned. So if you guys are excited about it, as I am, go ahead and follow along. We'd love to have you. So, Kyler, wish your family the best. I hope she gets feeling better. Cool. So if you guys are wanting to see, some more stuff as far as like guns go as well, it's a big part of the ranch. Big part of what we do is keeping, predation down, making sure the predators aren't killing off all our game or bugging, our cattle, things like that. So if you guys want to see more of that, go ahead, throw it down in the chat so I know that's something you'd be interested in. So love to hear it. One thing that's really big I want to mention, though, to all you guys out there, like, we hunt for a reason. We don't hunt to just kill to kill, right? If we're going to hunt deer and elk, we're going to hunt it to eat it, right? That's a big part of it. We want to fill our freezer. There's too much crap in all the food out there right now, and I'd love to kill an elk and eat it for a year because I know exactly where that came from. I harvested it, and I butchered it myself. And the meat, is something that I went and I got. And I know the whole process, right? And so that's something that's big to me and my family is making sure we're not filling our body with a bunch of crap. I don't want to get political or anything, but I think that's something that holds its weight in gold, right? Keeping our bodies healthy. So that's why I hunt game, elk, deer. But on the flip side, the reason we hunt coyotes and bobcats and things like that is because they kill off all the other. They kill the fawns. They kill the baby elk. The yearlings and whatnot, and then they also put a big hit on the turkey population up here too. So, that's why we hunt. We do it for a reason, not just because for sport, trying to go kill the biggest thing we can for fun. It's definitely a process that goes deep into our ranch and things like that. So, food is too expensive. I'm 27, just starting hunting for that reason. Yeah, it's seriously, the things you learn in the mountains as a hunter they pay dividends, right? It's a big part of it. Big part of life, having that skill, it's no joke. I actually didn't start hunting seriously until a couple years ago. I hunted, a little bit as a kid, kicked around, went up with my dad and whatnot. But hunting became kind of a big priority for me over the last couple years for that same reason. So I'm with you. I'm obviously got a lot to learn. I'm still somewhat new to this. It's not like I'm a 25-year veteran or anything, but there's nothing like it. A day hunting, even if you get skunked, you don't kill anything, beats a day in the office, beats a day at work, right? So that's a big reason why I do it. Getting out, hiking in the mountains. It's like hiking with a purpose, hiking with a reason. There's nothing like it. When you got you're stalking something or crawling through the trees to try to be quiet, taking your shoes off to hike up on something. It's a feeling like nothing else. So love to hear it. Stick around. You'll enjoy our channel. I can guarantee that. So cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much for jumping on. Looks like we got 9 likes and we have a couple people here. Talk to me. Tell me more. I want to see your cow. Specifically, my specific cow. Well, they're kind of a long ways away from here. We have them grazing down in the bottoms right now because we just got all this snow. So we have some horses out back here. I might show them here in a minute. But when it comes to cows, they're kind of all in a different place right now. So, sorry. Can't really do that right now. But Yeah, I think what I'll need to do is I'll need to do a ranch tour update. I did a video this year. It was one of the first videos. I was still kind of learning YouTube, still getting into it. But I think with some of the new things we're going to build this year, I might do a ranch tour update and show you some more things. So if you want to see that, go for it. What else can we talk about here? Who else is on? We got 4 people. I know Kyler's on. Cult Leader, I'm pretty sure you're still here. If you haven't thrown anything in the chat and you're new, go ahead, say what's up. I'd love to chat with you. What else is new? I'm trying to think of some other things we can talk about when it comes to the channel. You have any questions for me? You know, dude, for some reason, as soon as I get on this thing, I got all my buddies trying to call me. I don't know what they want, but my phone, it keeps popping up calls from people. So, let's see, what else? What else do we got going on? This year, I think we'll definitely have some projects of Oh, I got a story. I got something to tell you. So, last year, we had a forest fire start just up the hill from our ranch. I mean, it was probably within a mile from the border of our property. It was caused by a lightning strike, so you know, it wasn't man-made or anything, but it was definitely a little bit nerve-wracking. But they were able to put it out pretty quick. The good thing about that is obviously nothing was damaged. The bad thing was we realized, not only us but also the local fire department and Forest Service realized that neighboring our ranch, there's a large group of like smaller 5-acre ranchettes, or maybe they're 20, I can't remember. I think they're between 10 and 20 acres, where somebody who had a neighboring ranch that had thousands of acres sold everything off, and then they split it up into recreational pieces of property is what I'm getting at. So people have trailers or yurts or whatever up there, and the problem is if there was a forest fire, there's only one road out of, egress out of all of those ranches. So the Forest Service came to us and said, hey guys, I know you have a gate here, but it'd be really nice, or I know you have a fence here, but it'd be really nice if you could put a gate in so that worst case scenario, if there's another forest fire and we have to get all these people out, we have another option to get, people off the mountain so they're not going to damage all their things, right? And they can get out and everyone can be safe. So they called us. Obviously, we put a fence up. We had a fence there, but it got knocked down by trespassers. So we built it back up, bigger, stronger. And then they called us and said, could you please make it into a gate? So we did. I just posted a video on it. That's the one I just finished up. So sorry if you have to hear this twice, but you should definitely go watch it. And then what happened is that same Forest Service, the Forest Service and Fire Department, they called us after they asked us to build the gate and said, hey, we'd love to come in and clear some of the road, make the road better in case of having to get everyone out. The road it's not in the best condition when it comes to like getting out trucks and trailers. Like, it's probably going to be a really hard time to do that. So they said, hey, can we come clear some of the road? It's really tight, so trees are right up against the trail. I don't even want to call it a road. It's more of a trail, a 4x4 trail. And so they have offered in the spring to cut back a lot of the brush and trees and actually make it so you can drive a full-size truck and a trailer through there, which is great for us because the Forest Service is going to handle it. They have guys that are contracted for X amount of time, and the government has given them a big grant so that they can pay all these guys to come clear the brush. So we just get to say, awesome, good luck, guys. Obviously, we're going to be up there helping, but the fact that they're going to bring all their equipment to clear and cut down. I mean, if we were to do it, our 3-man crew of me, my dad, and my uncle, it would take us 2 years, right? But for their crew of 20 guys with all the right equipment, it's gonna I think they said 2 weeks, and they're gonna be up there all day, right? my dad and uncle and I can only really get up there on the weekends. So really cool that they're gonna, come and do that to, to the roadway. Real quick, Rich, thank you, appreciate you. Hopefully you can go get that snow shoveled. Don't lift with your back, lift with your knees. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Whitetail hunt November, that'd be incredible. Let's talk about that. I'm definitely interested. So thanks, man. Appreciate the sub. Thanks. So back to this road clearing story. So they called us. They were going to actually do it this fall, but there was a massive forest fire in Utah. Big Yellow Lake fire. It took everybody in the state. So they, not everybody, but every forest fire crew in the state to go and put it out. It was like a 10,000 acre forest fire. It turned to like 40,000 acre forest fire if I'm not wrong. So, so they were working on that and couldn't come do the project, but they're going to do it in the spring, which will be super cool. This will also allow us to get more equipment up there. Right now you can't really haul a trailer any longer than like an 8 or 12 foot trailer because the corners are too tight, there's too much brush, but we'd love to get it to the point where you can haul a fifth wheel up there and, have something to camp in. Obviously, I'm kind of a old-fashioned kind of guy. I love to camp in a tent or in a hammock or under the stars, whatever. But have some friends that would that have asked if they can bring fifth wheels up, and I just say sorry, you can't. Unless you want pinstripes, a branch scratching, every 100 feet all the way down the side of your rig, I don't think you want to bring it up here. So, Kyler, how many horses do we have? We have a couple. We have, including my aunts, I think we have 3 or 4. So not too many. Kind of changes every year as far as our horse numbers, but we don't necessarily like breed or buy and sell horses. We just kind of have them for personal stuff. So my aunt has a few that she takes care of, and they just live here on the ranch. So let's see. I'm not sure if we can see them, but let me take you over here. I wasn't lying about the snow. There's my aunt's paint, and you can kind of see them, right? I'm not sure if I can zoom on that. Oh, I can. Look at that. There's 2 there. I don't know where the other ones are, but cool. There you go, Kyler. Well, while I'm standing, you wanted a barn tour, so let's go ahead and do that. So we got our hay, super exciting. Man, it is cold out here. Then over here we have, more hay. There's a horse trailer. Then we got, some here's the old barn. It's more of a storage area on this side, so we don't have any cattle in here right now. And we'll bring the horse, well, if we need Dr. Cattle or whatever, we can bring him in here, but that's the barn. And then here's, another room for more hay. So that's that, man. Somebody said they wanted a barn tour. There you go. I think we got, there's my grandma's cow in there. So we have a few cattle that are up here still, I guess. But sorry, that was probably super random for those that are just tuning in. Somebody wanted a barn tour, so I just gave it to him. Kyler, hopefully you enjoyed that. But yeah, we got some good snow today. Not bad. Not bad at all. We've kind of needed it, so I can't complain that we're getting snow in Utah, because it's been a year, a really weird year, that's for sure, as far as rain and snow goes. So cool. What else do you guys want to talk about? What else do you want to see? I've been just telling stories and talking at you. See if I can get this back where I had it. It was pretty good. There we go. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is cold out here. I think we're probably 25 degrees. I think I just heard a coyote howl. That'd be real cool. Okay, what else is going on? Tell me more, y'all. We got 4 people in here. Would love to know more. I got these hand warmers. You guys probably aren't cold. You guys are probably, you know, somewhere nice and warm, but I'm chilly. What else would you love to see other than the hunting and fishing? Maybe something you would build if you had, you know, a ranch. Obviously, it's my grandma's ranch, right? It's a family ranch, but if you guys had something like this, what would you build? I'm not saying that we have disposable funds, but we definitely have some hard work and we know how to build stuff. So if that was the case, what would you build? I told you about our spring development. I've told you about our cabin. Can we see the hill you saw the wolf on? It wasn't a wolf, it was a coyote. I'm not sure if you can see it from here. Maybe if I turn the camera around and stand up on this hay bale, you'll be able to see it. So, just beyond those trees, you can see a group of trees right up there, right on the tip of my finger. That's where that coyote was standing yesterday morning at 10. So, literally yesterday, at the same exact time. So, once we're done here, that's where I'm going. Not quite up there. I'm actually going to see if I can call him off the hill down to me, but we'll see. Cool. Kyler, thank you so much for sticking around this long. It's been a pleasure talking to you. What else can we talk about? What else do you guys want to see? Would you like to see some Jeep stuff? I mean, like I said, we run Jeeps on the ranch mainly because a lot of the places you can't really take a full-size truck. But my plan is to build a dedicated ranch truck where we have something with 4-wheel drive, with, you know, maybe even a winch and, you know, something we can do some serious work with. Our Jeeps are great. They get around. We can, you know, pull stuff and do a lot of work with them, but it'd be nice to have something that was a little bit more, I wouldn't say capable, but a little bit more conducive to heavy ranch work, something we can load, you know, gravel in, something we can load a bunch of trees and logs and things like that in. Kyler, you want to see the Jeep? Well, it's right here. We'll just flip this camera around here. Whoa. There she is. Built it myself. Just drove up here in the snow, so it's, you know, just melting snow off of it. But there's the Jeep, an old XJ 99. We'll give a walk around. How about that? For those of you that are maybe watching this not live in the future, there's my Jeep. So that's what we do a lot of work with. I've built it from the ground up. I've got it. It was a stock Cherokee, and put these, you know, flares on there, put the armor. We do a lot. We live in Utah, so we go to Moab a couple times a year. But there's the Jeep. You'll see it all over the channel if you subscribe, I promise. Okay, what's up, you 6 people? Thanks for sticking around. I'm Mason with MTN LIFE RANCH. Yeah, we're just, you know, we're just having a good time, talking, hanging out. So, hope you guys are doing well. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Would love to see you. Would love to have you stick around. Essentially, we're a channel that hunts, fishes, builds cool stuff, has a good time, jokes around with friends. We're a pretty rowdy crew. If you get us, you know, hit us at the right spot. So I guarantee there'll be a lot of fun. I think to kind of give you an idea of content, a style of content, I would say, you know, C-Boys TV, except I don't have the money that they do. But, you know, bunch of good stuff, builds, like they do builds, and then they go tear things up. I'd actually love to buy you know, some different vehicles, golf carts, things like that, where we can go tear around the ranch, see if they'll do ranch work. Fun stuff like that, you know, just having a good old time. I think, you know, this YouTube channel, what it's given me is just an outlet of creativity, right? Something where we can post stuff, have a good time, you know, make interesting content that people like, and essentially, you know, just spend good time with friends and family. And, you know, at the same time, build some cool things we've always wanted to build on the ranch, and have a good time doing it. So if you want to see that, stick around. Go ahead, subscribe. We'd love to have you. I rate this 10 out of 10. Thank you, Kyler, for sticking around for so long. I really appreciate it. You're a real one. Yeah, I just think this is something that we're going to keep on doing. We're going to go heavy on this year and, you know, make sure that we have a killer year. So, what's up, Larry? My Uncle Larry is here, so I'm probably going to wrap this up. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, for hanging out with us today. If you're watching this not live, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you. Hopefully this is a cool spot that you'll enjoy watching videos that we do in the future. So thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Have a good one.